In this video, I am going to show you how to set up meetings stroke lessons for your students inside of your Zoom account. So we are going to be using the online desktop version of Zoom, so please make sure you go to zoom.us and then click the sign in button. Once you log into your account, then you would go ahead and click on schedule a new meeting and then give your meeting stroke lesson a topic and choose a date when the first meeting is going to take place. So at the time of recording, it is now the 18th of March and it's shortly before 6 o'clock, so I'm just going to go ahead and schedule this meeting within the next 15 minutes and leave it at 6 p.m. and we're going to make this a 30-minute lesson, and then we're going to make sure that our time zone is selected. And then here's the most important feature, is to ensure that you click recurring meeting. Now you have the option of setting up the recurrence either on a daily, weekly or monthly basis. For this particular example, we are going to use a weekly meeting and we're going to let them run every Wednesday for the next 7 weeks ending on the 29th of April. I would highly recommend that you do not require a meeting password for your students. The less they have to enter, the better. I would recommend that you leave these two features on and leave the audio feature as both. Definitely start the meeting recording automatically, as that is a requirement from the school that you have recorded messages on your computer to upload to the Microsoft Drive, OneDrive. And these are optional, but personally I would enable the waiting room so that anybody who signs in before you actually start the meeting will be in the waiting room for you, and then go ahead and click save. So now that you've scheduled your meetings, you can see how everything is set up here. There's the topic, and here's the date when it's going to start and the occurrence every Wednesday and when it actually finishes. That's how you can check. You can also go ahead and click on show all occurrences, and there you can see it neatly laid out there. If we go back to your meetings again, then you will be able to see how you can now invite your students to your lessons. So for example, today's lesson, we would just go ahead and click on the topic link and then copy the meeting URL, which is this one here, and place that inside of Seesaw. Okay, so you'd simply copy that, and let's imagine that this is Seesaw. I obviously do not have a copy of that. And then you would just copy the link, and then all your students would have to do is just to click on this link and it would take them automatically to your meeting room. So that would be the first lesson. So what happens when you want to schedule next week's lesson? It's quite self-explanatory. You would then go to next Wednesday, 25th of March, click on this link here also, and then copy this unique meeting or lesson ID, and again place that inside of Seesaw. And this is the most simple way of inviting your students, so they don't have to enter any passwords, click any buttons, enter any codes. You just use these unique URLs for each lesson. You can also go ahead and save this the setup as a template. So for example, if you would like to use this kind of lesson in the future, so for example the 7 weeks have run and you finish the 7 weeks, but 3 weeks later you need to set up another set of recurring meetings, you would have a template. So you just click on template, save the recurrence, and then save that as a template. So what does that actually do? Well, when you come to schedule a new meeting in the future, you again would give it you would then just select a template, and here is our template here. Okay, and it selects the topic, etc. You could go ahead and change that if the topic had changed. This is a template, so that stays the same. You change the dates and the times, but everything is there. All your previous settings are there, and then you could set up a whole new bunch of recurring meetings. So that's it. That's how to schedule meetings, lessons inside of your Zoom accounts. I hope that helps. Thank you very much.